Hello, my name is Shauna Beeler. I wanted to take some time to post a video clip over concepts of choral singing and what I believe in as a music educator. I have a list here that I'm going to go over. There are things that I've adapted from other people and made my own. There are also things that I believe in that I've come across and found to be true in music education. So I hope this helps you out, however you choose to use it or adapt it to your classroom. First of all, no two consecutive notes, syllables, or words should ever receive equal emphasis. The music is always going somewhere and returning. I always use this example with my students because sometimes they don't understand when two words are next to each other. You can't sing them the same way because they mean something different. The example we use and we laugh about, there's a huge difference here. Let's eat grandma and let's eat grandma. You need to look at the commas and the phrases and how you're supposed to have the music move somewhere and return to understand how to sing it. My concert choir right now is singing Where Your Barefoot Walks, and they sing water twice, but they're very different. So you really need to look at the phrase and where it's moving and how to shape that. Number 2, always breathe in the shape of the first vowel. In Where Your Barefoot Walks, they come in on I, so we always breathe on beat 4 of the previous measure. So we have 1, 2, 3. I want to be. It's very important to breathe in the shape of the first vowel. Otherwise you have 3, and that is what we're trying to avoid. Inhalation, regardless of dynamic, should always be silent, low, and huge. Stay on the vowel as long as possible. Almost all vowels are tall vowels, space between the molars. The exception is EHA. Consonants do not need muscular strength, they need air turbulence. Let the air carry the consonants. We talk all the time in my class about voiced and unvoiced consonants and the difference because it's very important. If it's voiced or unvoiced, it can totally change the word and the meaning and the interpretation. For example, when a D is unvoiced, it turns into a T, making a word like shade turn into something else. So it's very important to know the difference between voiced and unvoiced consonants. Long notes are either a crescendo or decrescendo or both. They never just sit. There's nothing worse than remaining stagnant. Dynamics are not just a question of volume. They're a change of intensity resulting from breath. Sing with the most beautiful vowel sound you can produce all the time and the most beautiful sound. Anytime we crescendo in class, some of the kids think it turns into a yell, but I would rather have a beautiful sound than their interpretation of a crescendo. Beautiful singing all the time. Never think the same pitch on repeated notes. Always think slightly higher. Poor altos. Whenever that alto pitch is repeated through a phrase, it's very important to keep it vibrant, resonating, and moving. Never think the same pitch on repeated notes. Oh, did that one. Think constant flow of tone rather than just sing. My women's choir right now, it's a little bit choppy. We're working through getting through the phrase, but it's so important to think of a flow of tone. Feel as though you are inhaling as you sing the phrase. Stay in inspiratory position. So this sternum needs to stay lifted when singing. I see a lot of kids go, I want to be. This stays lifted. Wear your barefoot. It's very important. To achieve great legato, energize the back half of the note as it moves to the next. Ascending intervals are greater than a third. The top should be sung lighter. Shed weight as you sing higher. Drop the luggage as you ascend the stairs. There is nothing, this is one of my all-time favorite choral concepts, there is absolutely nothing more tragic in choral singing than the look of indifference. And it's very hard for me as a director to teach Red Red Rose by Renee Clausen or these great love songs or something with great meaning and look up at my choir and we have Till All the Sea's Gone Dry. No, if you love someone till the sea's gone dry, you better show that with your face. Do not look indifferent. The vocal folds that create speech and song are located halfway between your brain and your heart. Great singers use both. We aren't just adding pitch to our speech, we are making musical shapes. Solid intonation. Excessive vibrato will work against good intonation. Drop the jaw and approach the notes from above instead of pushing from below. I always think that excessive vibrato almost turns into like an instrumental trill going up to the next note, but you don't want to move to the next note. Then it messes up intonation and the chord you're supposed to be singing. Solid breath support. Singers go flat when they run out of breath. Keep the breath support there. Matching vowel sounds. There are lots of different ways to sing any given vowel. Agree upon the best vowel sound and the blend will be much better. A great exercise for this, have your entire choir sing an aw nice and tall and explain to them and demonstrate the aw you're looking for, and then have one student sing an e on the same pitch, have them come in together, and the kids will hear right away that it sounds a little bit funny. It's not quite good intonation just from a change in vowel shape. It's really eye-opening for them. So agree upon your vowels and stick with it. Have them write it in, practice it, have them choose and discuss what's the important vowel that they're going to focus on and why they're choosing that sound. Diction. Move quickly through diphthongs to help diction. For instance, when singing the word love, it's easy to spend a lot of time on the opening L sound. Get off of it and move quickly to the ah. I'm trying to think of I'm not gonna write you a love song. I'm not gonna write you a love song. The choral version. Rhythm accuracy. If you learn the wrong rhythm initially, it is so hard to unlearn it. I always have my kids speak rhythms in tricky places before putting the pitch with it, because if they get that wrong idea in their head, it will be brutal for you to go back and fix. So work out those tricky rhythm sections first before they learn it incorrectly. Blend and balance of parts. Even if there are more sopranos and altos or more basses than tenors, which I am coming from a K-12 world and I had 2 boys that thought they were basses in a baritone world. I get it, I've been there, but those sections have to adjust their volume to meet what you're working with as a choir director for good balance and blend. Phrasing. Think of each phrase as a song in itself. There's a natural rise and fall to most melodies and melodic fragments. Certain words are emphasized or stressed more than others. Keep a forward motion in some phrases. These things keep music compelling and emotional sounding to the listener. There's nothing more important than doing the composer of the work you're working on justice. And there's so much that plays into that. The look of indifference. No composer's writing something hoping the choir performing it looks indifferent. Good vowel shape, good diction, voiced and unvoiced consonants. Otherwise, it totally changes the meaning of your song. I'm Starbucks lover, Taylor Swift. Everyone thinks it's my Starbucks lover, but it's a long list of ex-lovers and totally changes the meaning of that song. So I hope my choral concepts I use in my classroom help you. I need some more coffee this morning. I'm sure you can tell. We've had a busy week. We have the musical coming up, just finished festival, but it was important to me to post this video. I find it very helpful in what I do, and however you can use it and adapt it to your room, please feel free to do so. Leave me a comment in the comment section if you have questions or you want to add to my list. I'm always looking to grow as an educator, and best of luck in your choral journey with your students. Thanks for watching.